Hey everybody, welcome to the Guitar Geek's Guide to Gadget. Hey everybody, welcome to the Guitar Geek's Just roll a graphic.
The Guitar Geek's glorious guide to guitar gadgets, gizmos and gimmicky gear.
You sure you want to stick with that name? It's a bit long. You want to abbreviate it or something? Can we try it?
tggggtggagg.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Guitar Geek's glorious guide to guitar gadgets, gizmos and gimmicky gear. Today we have the Chordbuddy. There it is. It's coloured, it's plastic, it looks very strange. Let's put it near a guitar and see what it does. This is my Taylor 517. It's not exactly a beginner's guitar, but it's the only one I have in the studio at the moment. Thankfully, the Chordbuddy comes with an instruction sheet on how to attach it to guitar, so let's try that now. Very, very simply, what you do is you have a thumb screw just here, and that tightens these two jewels here. So a little bit like a capo, but the other way. So it goes that way over the strings. I'm truly interested to know if this is going to work. I haven't tried it yet. So it's a bit finicky. It's clamped onto the guitar. It doesn't seem like it can damage the guitar in any way. It's got these two rubber little pads. I'm going to try it out, I guess. Oh, this is super weird. So, again, no instructions. Let's see if it tells me how to play the chords. I mean, I can work it out.
Eventually.
Oh my goodness. It actually works. Oh, don't know what that one does. Well, that's an interesting chord. Okay, I know it looks rubbish. I know it looks rubbish, but I'm kind of into that G. E minor's working well. I don't know what this one's supposed to do. It looks like it should be a C. Should that be under there? It's like an F major 7th. Why didn't it come with a learning how-to book? Makes me look stupid. Oh, these things move up and down. I see. Okay, my bad. Silly me, you have to slide these up into the actual, whatever this bit's called, clamp. All right, here we go. Why is that not working? It says in the instructions that rubber boots, these rubbery things, provide 2 levels of height adjustment, grey, and none. And you need to experiment with different configurations to see which your guitar needs. So I have no choice but to remove that. But the rubber boot, it doesn't want to go back on. That's now knackered. That worked a lot simpler than I actually thought it would, and reading the instructions did help. The instructions are rather wordy and not very diagrammy, so I would like to see like some video instructions. Maybe you're watching this expecting this is how you put a Chordbuddy on your guitar. If so, welcome. But let's take it off and take a look at it and see if it's actually going to last longer than 5 minutes, because it is made of plastic. The first thing to note is it's not made any marks on my guitar whatsoever. I wasn't expecting any. It's got some really decent rubber pads on there. I don't know if those pads would react with the finish. They certainly, that smells like real rubber. As for the clamping system, yes, you can over tighten it, but I don't think that's super tight, and it doesn't really allow, I don't think that's going to break too easily. I'm more impressed than I thought it was going to be. Something I learned, which was very important, is that these little tabby things, the chord buttony holder pushers, they go up and down, and I had them one pulled out too far, so it was kind of sticking on itself. The G worked really well. The D didn't seem to work so well with my guitar. I think it's like the strength needed to push down those steel strings. So my 2 cents about the Chordbuddy. Let's talk about build quality first. It's actually built really well. In the packet, and when I saw the photos, it looks super flimsy. And yes, if you were to do that, it would snap. These are rather flimsy, but they kind of have to be flimsy is the wrong word. Flimsy sounds negative. Flexible is the word I'm looking for. They have to be flexible and bouncy so that they bounce back up when you finish pressing your little coloured button, which I find very cute. I'm not very impressed by the rubber feet, so that there was a foot missing on this D chord presser downer, and taking one of them off resulted in the boot self-destructing. There's one that came off nicely that could be fitted back on, but I think that's a kind of hard job. Once you take it off, it's hard to put back on again. So I think that needs to be improved. I like the fact that it's adjustable. So the boots are there to adjust the distance between the presser downer and the strings, because you don't want strings vibrating by having these sort of resting on the strings when they shouldn't be. Clamping system, all good. The way that it clamps to the guitar, I'm very pleased with that. I'm very surprised, actually. It's quite sturdy. I am genuinely surprised. I thought this wasn't going to work, especially with a steel string guitar. If you're using this on a Spanish classical nylon string guitar, then you'll have pretty much no issue pressing those strings down. It is designed to fit a Spanish style guitar as well, but that doesn't look very wide. In fact, let's measure it. So you could unscrew it entirely and place it over the fretboard, but then you have the limits of how long this screw here is, which is about there. So that's the maximum. Let's check that out then. How wide is that? I'm going to go with a rough estimate of just over 5 centimeters. So you've got up to 50mm necks, I would say, is a good guess for fitting this Chordbuddy. If you're interested, let's take some more measurements. It is, in total length that way, about 12 centimeters long, and the total height this way is about 4 centimeters. I have no idea if that's useful information. It's about as heavy as a clip-on tuner, so you're not really adding much weight to the neck of the guitar. That's a good thing. You can buy the little device on its own, or as it says in the pamphlet, there are many books available. You can also buy them as part of a package. I just got this because I didn't think I'd be using it very much. But there's Chordbuddy Guitar Songbooks Volume 2, Christmas, Worship, Classical, another Chordbuddy Christmas. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I guess you could learn. I haven't seen the books. Now we come down to the moral part of this video. Should we be using devices like this? Should we be expecting beginners to go through the pain, the grit, the torment of having to actually touch strings with your fingers? Because you might know it hurts, and that is certainly a hurdle that new players need to get over. I can think of a scenario in which I would absolutely recommend this Chordbuddy, and that is if someone has reduced mobility in their left hand. Because if you never have any hope of pressing the strings down, and that helps you make music, then it's got to be good, right? There can't be any bad thing about something that enables someone to play music that would not otherwise be able to play music. So that's a plus. The device does seem to be aimed at kids, however, and I'm not sure if I'd want my kids to start with something like this, like the easy way. I'd of course don't want people to suffer. However, you'd have to have some transition at some point where you'd have to go from using the Chordbuddy to not using the Chordbuddy and learning the guitar the right way. And that could be the end for some people or some children. However, imagine the right hand work that you're getting. So it's not just, you need 2 hands to play guitar. And if you're not really needing to focus too much on the left hand, then your right hand could strengthen up. So when your right hand can play the guitar, then if you remove this, your right hand is already in front of your left hand. So you do have an advantage there, I guess. What I'm trying to say is there are applications for this where I think it would be invaluable, so particularly if someone has reduced mobility in their fingers or hand. However, it's up to the parents to decide that if they want their child to learn this way. I personally would probably go down a ukulele route and then a small guitar like a lug or something like that, and then onto a full-size guitar. However, why not? Give it a go. If someone has expressed an interest in playing guitar, but the finger pain is stopping them from playing, and you need to give them a little boost, a little bit of push and a bit of motivation, then maybe one of these is enough to get them over that little hurdle of pain, and then they learn that they can play guitar, and then they throw the training wheels away, and then they're a fully fledged guitar player with lots of motivation, thus learning properly. I'd love to see some comments down below telling me what you think of the Chordbuddy and what you think of this new format. I've got loads more guitar gadgets, gimmicks and gizmos coming up very, very soon. That's the Chordbuddy. Happy guitar playing. I hope you enjoyed that, and if the Chordbuddy tickles your fancy, there are some links in the video description down below. Otherwise, there are plenty more videos on my channel. Some are listed just here. Go and click one of those, and I will see you there. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.